I sound like hola. If I say hola,
Yeah.
that sounds like that guy. Remember?
What guy you talking about?
It was a story we did about. We're live. It's a story
Okay.
we did about this lady who unalived her child. Do you remember this?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You talking about the
yeah,
lady?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And she
That
made
was
that
great.
story up. Yeah.
Hi,
What's up,
everybody. How
everybody?
are you today? We've got just a couple updates. I wanted to talk about Towanda. I mean, and Traci's husband, Kevin, responding to Towanda's. We're also going to talk about Toni Braxton not speaking to her family, calls them an embarrassment. Isn't that crazy? No, it's not crazy, but
No,
I
it,
feel bad for Toni, huh?
right. No, it is. It happens more than what you know.
Cut
But
them off, girl. Cut them off. And then we're going to talk about Porsha and Simon and where they stand in this lawsuit because he's not paying her to 40,000 a month. Can you imagine getting 40,000 a month?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. I'm just trying to let you know right now, Portia. And then we're gonna talk about Karen Huger. So hopefully I can get all of that in. Let's get to it. Let's start with I always start with my main story first. Most people do it opposite. I do it with mine first because I don't have all day. Let's just get into it. Anyway, let's talk about Towanda Braxton. Now, listen, the things that's going on with the Braxton family is sad. We never wish for any division of a family. If you can work it out, you should. And it's a very serious topic that I'm talking about. So I don't want to get too carried away because I don't like them. The only person I do like is Toni. And so if you see me just getting too critical of them, Perry, stop me because it's sad. It's sad. Now,
Yeah, somebody said change the title. I thought I had changed the title, but let me go and look at it. You go ahead though.
okay. So let's start with Kevin Sr. responding to Towanda. Now, I told you guys that this was the worst season ever with the bickering and the manipulation going on by Trina and Towanda. The bickering, them thinking they're just as good as Toni. She acted specifically, I'm talking about Towanda Braxton, from the reports that I'm getting back, a damn fool this season and caused a lot of division. She was responsible for them not bringing Kevin Jr. back to the show. So now she's been going on her Instagram trying to get ahead of the story, trying to smooth things out. Oh, I was just a very busy bride. People might say I was overreacting, but I was just a busy bride. So one of the topics that she brought up on Instagram was Kevin Jr. Oh, what did she call him? Little scruffy, whatever.
That's some shit. Yeah.
Trying to act like she did not stab him in the back and that they still have a relationship. No, I'm here to tell you report the truth. Now, and I guess Kevin Sr. must have heard it and he responded. So let me do the response first, and then I'm going to play the tape that's 15 minutes long, okay? She's really, listen, Tawanda's not a good person. And I say that with all due respect. I don't know her. Well, I've dealt with her before. She's just not a likable person. Let me see if I can get this. At all. Like, she's just got a lot of emotional problems going on in her head. Okay. So this is what Kevin said. He responded, and he wasn't misusing his words, none of that. Okay. He says Towanda Braxton made it very clear that Kevin Jr. will not be a part of the Braxton season 2. While she emphasized that she absolutely loves, I'm telling y'all, she's fake, fake, fake. She loves her nephew. She does not want his father involved in filming or tied to the show in any kind of way. Remember, I was telling you guys, they don't want Junior on the show because that they feel that that's giving Senior a platform. And all that the producers wanted to do were then to have a talk about Traci's passing and all that stuff, right? But she don't want to do it because she's going to be exposed. I think Kevin Sr. is the last person. If they were at a grocery store and she's seen him down an aisle, she would run. Because she knows she can't lie to him and change things around. And he knows exactly who she is. Big manipulator. She really is. It says, Towanda explained that sometimes producers might try to slip things in without the family's knowledge, pointing out the production even attempted to film with Kevin Sr. last season. For season 2, she stressed that this is her sister's platforms for the sisters, and the focus will be kept on highlighting their own family dynamics, not outside figures or content. He's being very, very above it all. But he's still telling you they're full of shit. He doesn't use those words like I might use. But he's probably had enough of them. And they just didn't treat him this way since Traci passed. They've been treating him like this since day one. He said that in the interview that he gave us last year. They are horrible human beings. If not for everybody, but to me, in my opinion, because I don't want to force my opinion on you guys, but they are not cool people at all. So let me play this video, what he's talking about. And I want you to, and Perry, you can tell me to stop whenever. And I want you guys to notice a couple of things. One is, should I talk about Toni first? Let me talk about Towanda first and get this out the way. But Towanda, in my opinion, is straight up using Traci's name because 1, Traci was likable. 2, to get things done. Oh, Traci would have wanted us to have a show. Traci wouldn't have wanted this. Traci wasn't wanted this and that. First of all, you're lying. You're using her name, your sister, as a sympathy card to get that's how you even got the season back. We said we were going to do this for Traci. And then look, how do you treat Traci's only son? Like garbage.
Right.
She's horrible. She's horrible. I don't understand her. She's just
thirsty. That's it.
Let me put this on the screen. So we're going to go over the video, and the first 15 minutes is all that's required. And we're going to call her out for the things that we think are lies. Now, it may be her truth in her head, but it's just I don't know. She's just out there. So here we go. Oh, did it work? No, let me do it again.
Body.
And let me say this by one. Towanda is not likable. She knows she's not likable. So now she's using her husband, Sean, to do these shows. So because he's more likable. Remember I told you guys he's 100% more likable than Towanda is. So she's kind of trying to hide behind him, acting like she's a nice person, using a soft, gentle voice while she manipulates and lies her ass off, if you ask me. Okay? Let's get to it. And Perry, you can have me stop whenever you want.
Okay.
These tired ass shows. She's trying to get ahead of the story.
Hi, everybody. It's 6 o'clock. Just as we stated that we're going live. We don't like being late. Everybody knows that I'm a Virgo. So I'm waiting for my husband. I love saying that. I'm waiting for my husband to come out.
She loves saying that because she trapped that poor boy. And we'll get into that in a minute. Towanda, word around town is you wouldn't be able to pay your bills without Sean. Is that true?
I mean, she's going to make the man leave. She sound possessed or something. My husband. Every 5 minutes. Damn, congratulations. Many people have them.
So as soon as he comes on, hi everybody. Hey, honey. Hold on. Let me. First of all, I'm gonna add him as a moderator. First of all, hey, Keek. Then let me add him.
Oh my God.
Honey, can you request?
If I just start laughing in the middle of nowhere, because me and Perry already saw this. Perry's a damn fool. Okay, just let me put it that way. He is crazy.
Let me see. Honey, can you request to go live? Can you request to go live, honey? I can't see your request.
Yes. Just invite him. Do something. Damn, already. Like, you knew you was putting on the show. You don't want to be late.
Here
Everything
he
was ready.
is. Oh, got it. Hold on, honey. I did something. Hold on.
Now, remember, you guys, the sisters got into it with Towanda because they think Sean is strange, okay? Keep that in mind.
Hold on. I invited you.
What she got in her hand? A fan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hi.
You see me?
I do see your little handsome face.
I
It's
just put
hot
on
up
my
here.
pants, so I'm good.
You did
So
not just put on your pants.
I didn't have any pants on.
Yes, you did.
Oh, he been. Hold up now. Are they in the same house?
Okay, so Sean states that he doesn't have any pants on, right? He was walking around with no pants on. Sean, if you want people to like you and stop calling you weird, stop saying stupid shit like that. Where the hell is your clothes?
Keep your drawers on.
Were there any women around? You're walking around with no pants on when you say shit like that? This could be why the Braxtons, the other sisters, don't like you. That is a weird shit to say. I'm sorry, I didn't have any pants on, honey.
No, I mean anything like, hey, you know what? I just came in, paying the bill, checking the mail. Oh, yeah, I just had to put my drawers on. I'm coming. Because, you know,
You're so
I'm Free
weird.
Willy around this motherfucker.
Perry, do you think he walked around the house like that when her kids were around?
I hope not. I hope not.
Okay, this might be why they call you weird, Sean. Stop saying weird shit like that. Go put on some pants. Number 2, you got to stop talking like that, huh?
Now, didn't she say 6 o'clock?
Yes, I don't know. Why?
Now, have you been drawless all fucking day long? I ain't getting it. Like, it's 6 o'clock, and I'm taking it. It was in the evening.
Put your clothes
Either
on.
he need to put his clothes on earlier, or she need to get off and go and join him because he's waiting on something. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta stop saying creepy shit like that, Sean. I mean, look, we're trying to ride with you guys, but you know, I would call you strange too. Stop calling yourself a ladybug. You're a grown-ass man. You want somebody to call you a ladybug?
Who said that?
He does. Watch, keep listening. He has a site called Ladybugs. He calls himself Ladybug. Like what? Damn. Now remember, Towanda was dead ass broke when she met Sean. Let's keep going.
No, I didn't. I promise you.
What? What happened to your pants?
I took them off.
Without me?
Yeah, you know, that happens sometimes. Listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for joining us live. What up, Kiki and them, everybody? Honey, get your glass of wine. We're gonna toast. We're gonna toast to the.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's peculiar behavior to me. And I'm not even trying to make the audience not like you. Who husband walks around with no pants on and then you admit it? When you said no pants on, does this include your underwear too? You're strange, sir. You're very strange.
Sure, let me ask you this. Do you think she really wanted a true answer when she said that? Without me? Well, you know, if he would have just told you the truth, more than likely so.
Okay. Perry, remember, we saw this. We know to be very calm because when Perry watched this, he went in for about an hour and a half just on Sean. He's crazy.
Good life. We're gonna toast to us. It's in a few days, it'll be 5 months we done been married.
Perry, let's toast to me and you being married 5 whole minutes. Like, girl, nobody cares about your 5 months.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so irritating. She
You know
is.
what though?
Yes.
That's the kind of shit that would end a marriage for real though.
What?
Every 5 minutes. Yeah, child, we's married. It's been fucking 5 months. You ain't got a grip yet. Like, can you focus on maybe the Cox cable bill or something else? Y'all running around, hey y'all, hey neighbor, we married 5 months now. Did you told them last month, you know, it was 4 months. 2 months before that, it was 3 months. Like, sometimes, you know, it's starting to seem like they're trying to play on my emotions. Because are you happily married? Or is this just a damn storyline? Because why you got to keep convincing us every month?
No, but you want her to pay a cable bill.
I mean, do something. Take the mind off counting the months. See, when you counting, that marriage going to be long as hell. I mean, and it's only going to last.
Perry. We got to move. You are Perry's a mess. He had my whole family a mess. Let's keep going.
For real, if every 5 minutes you came around, oh, hey, y'all, we're going to talk about the Braxtons. Oh, it's 35 years. It's 35 years and 50 seconds.
Maybe you would make better sense for us to celebrate a 35-year marriage versus a 5 months.
I don't mind them celebrating it, but do we have to hear it every 5?
Well, because Perry, they want you to think they're the happiest couple on the planet. So she's promoting it. You're doing a toast to 5 months of hell because we get ready to get to the good part. You said I shouldn't go
That's
off.
Like a red flag to me.
It's a red flag.
You a couple. Hopefully you sleep together in the same house and all that stuff. But we don't need confirmation that you're married every time I see you.
Perry, let's move on. I don't want you to get on a roll. He was so funny. You guys missed it. Oh my God.
Yes, honey.
Yep. I popped the question and she said yes. So
I did say yes.
Cheers to you and this awesome thing that we're doing and this awesome time and awesome days ahead and awesome days in our past.
Yes.
What?
All that. Why you squinting, honey?
Because I'm looking for something.
Oh, you looking for something?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Clink. Clink.
Mm. So
yeah, they're doing the
before we get to the big thing that we want to talk about that is kind of taking over and kind of just making sense for today's society. You wanted to talk about the show a little bit and then going from the show to the actual, what we came to talk about.
Right. So, everybody, thank you so much for being here. First of all, I just wanted to let you know the show is coming back out. Season 2 of The Braxtons is coming back out on October 7th. That's on Toni Braxton's birthday. Yeah, it's coming back out on Thursday nights.
On Toni Braxton's birthday, don't forget after this, we have to talk about how Toni Braxton is not talking to your ass. Okay, let's keep going.
And everybody was asking, hey, why'd you guys change the name? Why'd you change the name from Braxton Family Values to the Braxtons? Well, first of all, since the passing of...
So she's going to claim that they changed the name for Traci. Listen, I'm going to count how many times she says Traci in this damn interview. Girl, you are exploiting your sister's name by now. You did not change shows because of it was Traci's last wish. You did it because Tamar had a nervous breakdown and didn't want to work anymore with those same producers. If you don't tell the truth, I will. This had nothing to do with Traci. It's about your finances. Because don't forget, you claimed bankruptcy in 2019. You have no way to take care of yourself but for this show and your little ladybug husband. Perry, you got anything to say?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is like, at this point, I think she's keep saying Tracy because she claimed Kevin Sr. want to make money off. It sounds like she want to change her name to Tracy. Like
No.
you actually clout chasing, and it just pisses me off. Oh, see, I love all this fakeness, right?
Mhm.
Been married. We're so glad. This is our 5th month. It seemed like only 24 hours, and we in bliss, and we love each other so much. It sounds like some fake bullshit to me. Because your actions, you can say whatever you want to say on your podcast, but your actions towards Tracy
Yeah.
when she was here and the things following after her passing don't demonstrate that you gave a fuck.
Mhm.
And in some kind of ways, embraced it and enjoyed the fact that now you can be seen. But go ahead.
Yeah. Stop talking about Tracy. Now you look like a clout chaser.
Tracy, the Braxton family values was with Tracy. So it just didn't seem right for us to continue naming it Braxton Family Values if Tracy's not a part of it. So the reboot was called The Braxtons because without Tracy, there is no Braxton Family Values. So that's why we
So
changed the
stop
name
it.
of
So,
it.
yeah, stop it. So with this logic, you want to
Ouch.
cherish Tracy, but since she's gone, now we no longer can keep that legacy going. We gonna drop off the values part. So what you gonna drop off if Tamar don't come back or Toni? So if neither one of them come back, it probably won't be no show. So no need for a name. Go ahead.
Let me say it like this. I'm not going to call you a liar, Towanda. I'm going to say which one is the truth. Did you change over because Tamar tried to unalive herself and blame the show, or was it Tracy's last wish? Girl, I hope you're not lying on your sister that's not here to defend herself, because what that will do is push her husband that's been married to her longer than 4 months, 20 plus years, to come out and defend himself, because you're always talking about his damn wife and he's still in mourning. I hope you're not lying on her name and causing more pain to her husband who's in mourning and her son. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
And it just made sense. Shouts out to Tracy. Shouts out to my nephew. I got a lot of. It's so interesting, honey, because I never really touched on this because I don't really pay attention and care about what people say, think, or experience about me. I just don't give.
Why you always lying?
Come on now. Because really, I don't care what nobody say. Girl, cease and desist. Cease and desist. I sue you. But you don't. You unfazed though. It don't bother you.
I don't care what people say. I beg to differ. I think you care very much what people say. That's why you all in my damn comment section. That's just my opinion. You have yours.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
So, but I did want to touch on this. A lot of people were like, Towanda, nobody in your family knew that you called your nephew Scratchy, which is interesting.
Now let me be. So she's the first person to bring up Kevin Jr. I just love him so much, little scratchy. When you took the blade out a couple months ago and said, if he does the show, I will not do the show. Don't you remember that? Is that true? We want to know, what role did you play in Kevin Jr. not being on the show? And why wouldn't you want him on the show? Can you make a video about that?
But
Here we go, my little scratchy. No one brought him up. You brought him up. And then I will even go further. I dare you to print some receipts of anybody asking, do you call Junior Scrappy? What is it, Scratchy? Little Scratchy.
That's what I'm saying. But what made Scratchy a loving term?
Well, because now she doesn't want to look like a monster when the show is aired. That's my opinion. I don't know if she's really a monster.
I understand what you're saying.
Opinion.
Oh, I loved him because I used to call him Little Scratchy. That could have been an insult.
Yep.
It don't sound like a loving term to me.
Okay.
But I mean, we can get into this. I understand. Coming on your blog and you want to talk about something, but let's try to be truthful.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Let's keep on.
Yeah.
Thing to me, because real diehard Braxton Family Values fans can look back on past episodes, past seasons where I called him Scratchy. I did a live with him and he was like, yes, you indeed used to always call me Scratchy. But when he got a little older, I stopped calling him that. But when Tracy got sick, I started calling him that again because I kind of felt like
Third time she mentioned Tracy.
I still saw him as a kid because his mama was leaving, if that makes sense. So that's and it's an endearing word for me, for them. Like most of my nieces and nephews, I gave them little nicknames. Everybody.
So you guys see how she's trying to get in the ahead of the story. I just love Scratchy, but for you, he would be on that show.
Right.
So if anybody, I'm not telling you to like Towanda, not to like Towanda, but if you end up in her damn chat, say, how come little Scratchy, my little Scratchy isn't on the damn show? Let's see if we get a real answer. Well, if she says anything besides the fact that I didn't want his father going around clearing up stories because I wanted to make Kevin Sr. look like the bad guy. If she gives you any other answer, then it's suspicious.
Don't know everybody's nickname, and that's okay because that's a family thing. And everybody, just because you watch the show doesn't mean that you know every little thing about each Braxton, because you can't do it.
It's so
Right. Y'all don't talk
So
about
we don't know enough about you to say that you're a manipulative person. That's what you're trying to say. Go
I mean,
ahead,
she
Carrie.
pretty much spoke some truth there. She says, if you watch the show, then you really don't know what really goes on because y'all don't tell us. You don't give us the real on family Braxton values or the Braxtons. You don't give us the truth. That's why Lil Kev is not on. You don't want the truth to come out. Where is the niece at? So it's a lot of questions I have to just throw out there. Let's keep it real and stop playing off your sister's name.
Stop
Let her
talking
get
about
some-
Tracy.
And I get it. I mean, because now you only on the camera, and I can see if you really loved her and want to do right by her, but your action shows differently.
Yeah.
Her own son. Now I can say, well, maybe you just don't like Kevin Sr. Got it. But why are you treating little Scratchy like that?
Oh, hell no.
Go ahead.
so funny because people comment on here and they be saying stuff, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
they have no idea.
Yeah.
And I've often said the show is a good show, but the real show is a show that y'all don't see.
Exactly. That's the key.
Wanda, you got to do something to shut him up. Because, he talks a lot. And what if he just goes off script and tell you really what happened with little Scratchy and Tamar?
Well, I mean, he's filling you in on some things that happened. I mean, we never knew he'd walk around clothesless until 8 p.m. at night.
But you have names for everybody, and I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. The show is when the cameras ain't rolling because it's a consistent thing. I mean, it's not like any other show because we don't. It's like we have to stay with each other because we're family. We have to be around each other. Well, we had to be around each other because we were family. We weren't just a put together show.
Yep.
That was made up situations. It wasn't that. It just was. So, and then, you have to understand that I've known Tracy all my life.
Okay.
Stop saying her name.
Right.
You clout chaser.
My life. Y'all just met her. Some of you just met her in 2011 when the show aired. So,
Right.
and the things that you see isn't always.
What'd you say?
She also knew the son all his life. See, like it's the pandering for me. It's just like, what are you trying to sell me? That this show is great and you guys are a happy group? I'm not saying, that. Well, no, that's a
Perry, if
dysfunctional
we were
thing.
so happy, Toni Braxton will be speaking to the family.
Right.
And we'll get into that in a minute.
The full story. Just know that.
Well, here's the crazy thing about it, and I know this just from my experience with editing. It's so much stuff that doesn't get put in the show, or stuff that is said, or looks that are added, or or little quotes that are taken from a situation where nobody even was talking about what's being seen. The magic is in the editing, and that's
Exactly.
where the stories get told.
Exactly.
Michelle, I had to stop this. Megan says ladybug is a term for flamboyant men pretending to be straight. Towanda married a very happy gay man. Okay, we don't know. We don't know, but I suspect Megan it's not as happy as she's saying. And remember, when she met him, she was in full blown bankruptcy. Let's keep going.
You know, I've had many conversations with the production company on, hey, take this out, put that in because it will look like this.
Right.
And
Yes. Yes.
yeah, and it's important.
Towanda, you've got to shut him up. He's just describing you making them edit scenes. Shut him up.
Listen, I so just like a good song, I'm all for some great TV. So for me, you know, I ain't trying to exploit nobody, but a good story is a good story. So
Right, of course. It has to
right.
be problem resolution, though. That's the thing. It has to be problem resolution. I mean, of course, hey, Van, hey, Denise. Of course, you know, everybody has, like you said, is an element of entertainment. You have to have some type of element of entertainment in order.
Again, is this an excuse for your poor behavior? Now you want us to believe, and this was everybody that doesn't come off good on camera. Editing, is it editing? Or are you just exposing who you really are? I'm just asking. You brought it up.
Especially in our culture, they have to have, or you want to have, some type of good TV, so to speak.
Right.
Or was deemed as good TV. And unfortunately, we can't be like any other show where you can just be corny in a way.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's just what it is.
I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
And I was going to say, I think.
What'd you say, Perry?
I don't really understand what she's trying to say. We just can't be like any other show. We just can't be corny.
What she's trying to say is that, oh, I act out for the cameras. That's not the real me. Girl, we know it's the real you.
I got you.
So she's trying to act like sometimes they edit me to look this way, and sometimes I get, put on because we got to have a good show. No.
But I'm nice,
You're
right?
showing us who you really are.
Yeah.
Okay. What in but okay, all right. Let's keep going. It's so funny.
A lot of people who watch the show or has been around the show or has been a fan of the show or is just starting to watch the show, you have to understand that we are a family.
Yeah.
We came through me and my sisters and my brother came through the same portal of Evelyn Braxton and Michael Braxton.
What is that portal called?
The portal. We were birthed through the birth canal. We came through the same portal.
Same vagina.
So to speak.
Why do you have to say vagina, Ladybug? You're coming off very, very strange.
Get
you
excited.
know what she meant by portal.
She said the portal. He said, "Oh, what you mean? Oh, woo, what is it? Vagina." God damn! Calm down. Look, that's why he walking around naked. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. He wants some attention.
But what was all this about?
I don't know. He putting something to his lips. I don't know. Was it the vagina or what?
This may not be popular, but none were talented as Tamar and Toni. That's Bible.
Yeah.
Shar. Towanda cannot sing by herself without her siblings. And I don't know, Sean, you're acting very weird. So if people call you weird ass, point back to this video. You're acting very, very strange.
As so of course there's some little things that nuances that we have within each other that we just deal with within each other, and no outside person or persons can come in to infiltrate it to make it worse, because it is what it is. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Yep.
So Sherelle, what you mean by outside person?
But
like
me
Kevin
and you.
Jr., Kevin Sr., is she calling them outside people, or
No, she's talking to bloggers who claim to know, but they don't really know. They don't know the full story. They only know a little bit of what we and and the part that they show, can be embellished. The parts that they show could be edited wrong. All that same stuff. We've heard this before.
Okay.
I do want to say this before we move on. I appreciate everybody for showing up.
Yes.
Make sure you tune into this season. I have seen all the episodes, and so someone asked, did we do a spinoff of our wedding? No, our actual wedding is in the actual show. So it's in episode 7. So y'all get y'all popcorn ready. It's really a beautiful wedding. If you didn't have a chance to get invited and come, it was an amazing day. It was filled with so much love. It was the best. Everybody was crying except for Towanda, because you know how she is about crying.
And don't forget, you guys, she did not invite Tamar, who pleaded to go. Tamar, according to the rumors, pleaded to go.
No. I didn't cry during the wedding, but I had moments of emotional situations. I did. I mean, I'm not going, if that's just what it was, because it was an amazing day to me. And even though our wedding is on episode 7 and 8, but there's also a journey towards the wedding. So we have the bachelorette party, we have the bridal shower, we have a lot of little things, because I was the only girl who never, thank you, Mary Boyd's here.
The Boyd's what it is. Sorry.
I was the only girl in the family who's never had a wedding. I never had a wedding. I was the only girl who never had a wedding. And then now, I mean, it became really emotional for me, because now I was the only girl who never had a wedding, and now I was the only girl who didn't have her sister at the wedding. Because
did she just bring up Traci again?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with you? First of all,
I was the only girl who never had a wedding. You asked,
and does that mean you were envious? Does that mean, Perry, she's envious?
Yes, and she acted as if she never had a husband, though. See, it's one of those things for me, because I had to go back and think, you was married, so you had some kind of wedding. Now, whether it was at Justice of the Peace, in a back alley, or wherever. So don't act like you brand new and now want to make the Braxton show make it Towanda show. Yeah, for people who couldn't make it to the wedding, I know I didn't invite my sister Tamar, but it's going to be on episode 7 and 8. And we also, it's a journey. It's a journey. We worked through it in bachelor parties, and it showed me saying my husband, and show him saying my wife, and we're married. Come on now. This is.
And why would you even have to defend your behavior, Towanda, if it wasn't bad? If the producers and the production did not like you? That's what I'm thinking of. And you got to clean this shit up. Well, you got to understand, I was the only one that didn't have a wedding. You were over there envying all your sisters' marriages because you didn't have that, because you didn't want to ride with Andre. He told me the whole story. I might talk about it later.
Of death of Traci. So, I mean, that's because Traci didn't have a choice to not be there. But I know if she was there, that would have been a beautiful situation. So,
and someone asked, was the honeymoon included in the show? No. We had a great idea, but they was, I mean, not to get too personal about everybody's storyline in the thing in the show, but they needed it in the show is what I'm saying. So, if we had it separate or over here, it would have to be a lot more demanded of everybody else. And that's just being real about it.
Hey, Eric and Gabi, shouts out to all my girls, my ladies of honor.
Yes.
I had a deep conversation with a few of them just recently, and they were like, Juan, you were just so mean doing the wedding. And I was like,
who said that?
Don't matter.
Listen, you guys, she's trying to clean up her behavior. Let's keep going. She's trying to clean it up,
Let me say this too, though, right? Now, he keeps saying this wedding. I'm getting frustrated because nobody cares. You didn't invite your sister. Probably would have cared. And you want to sell this shit down my throat. Episode 7, 8. And we would have had the honeymoon. Don't give a shit about the wedding. Damn sure don't give a damn about the honeymoon. what is this all about? A better question might be, did Bravo pay for the wedding?
No, it's on WeTV. I don't know if
ETV or
they paid.
whatever. I mean,
If they
the
paid, it
network.
wasn't a lot. They don't give a lot of money on WeTV like they do on Bravo.
I mean, we ain't sure how much they spent at the wedding either. So that little bit could have been the wedding. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just acting like it, like this
Yeah.
is the Super Bowl or something. Like nobody
Listen,
really knows you. If Toni got married, people might care.
Oh, Perry. Let me keep going.
But
Okay.
but the thing is, I was extremely, and I want to talk about this after it airs so I can really be raw about everything that happened. Love you, Erica Gabi. It was a lot. I was dealing and handling with a lot of stuff. And that's just what it was. What it was. I was just handling things, dealing with things. Look at the kids talking about I didn't. Erica talking about I said it. Yeah, Denise.
She
Denise
told
said,
on
no, you
herself.
weren't. I was just really, I mean, like I said, a lot of my ladies of honor, they're on here, and it was a stressful moment. It was just because people who said that.
She's definitely getting ahead of the story, explaining why others are saying that she was a bitch on the set. So let's keep hearing this. Maybe we'll believe you. Let me keep listening.
They were going to come through with handling things. They did not. Shatira was like, it was just a lot, you know? Like I said, people who said that they were going to come through with things just dropped the ball several times, on several occasions. And, you know, I just had to keep moving forward. So there were some times that I couldn't enjoy the moment of being a bride.
Well, I enjoyed the moment of being the groom because I ain't had to do shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There was a lot of little things, and like I said, my ladies of honor, they are aware of what it was and how it went down. But you know, all in all, it was a beautiful wedding,
Yeah.
and I am thankful. And I wish we can do it again.
All right, that's the parts I wanted to play. That if I was Kevin Sr. and I seen that, it would piss me off because you keep using my wife for attention. It is what we can listen to Tamar and Toni in an interview. They might talk about Traci, they might not, but guaranteed every day you are doing this because of Traci and that because of Traci and this because of Traci. Stop. You look like a clout chaser.
She feel like Traci is like her free hall pass. If I mention this, then I can have my way. Or, you know, people would think I care. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Because if you really love Traci, you would treat her husband and her son differently. You were the leader of we don't want Kevin Jr. back. Like your life is so much more entertaining. You were worried about what he was going to say and what he was going to tell his father. Shame on you. If you love Traci so much, stop disrespecting her son and her husband. How about that?
Yeah.
Harry, you want to say anything before I move on?
No, I mean, but she pretty much laid out this whole season. It's about this lovable marriage they have and this damn wedding. I mean, that's all they talking about. And he said, well, we have to talk about it, I guess, because you ain't going to give us nothing else that's real. If the marriage is real, I don't really know. I'll just drop it at that. Go ahead.
So let's talk about finances, okay? Back in 2019, Towanda filed a Chapter 7. She claimed that she only brought in $4,000 a month. She also owed her landlord $76,000 in back rent. When she filed the bankruptcy, they said she concealed some of her income, some of her money that she had. It says she claimed she was routing through business entities like Traci Braxton Beauty Company, Big Toe. Creditors argued that.
I ain't say that.
Okay, that she underreported her income. So you're even lying to the judge about how much money you're making. You want to claim bankruptcy, say you only have $4,000 a month, but you have a lump of cash over here that you forgot to tell us about.
Yeah.
And that I'm not accusing you of anything. This is in the paperwork. It said that the judge denied her bankruptcy. This means that her debts were not erased because the court believed she was not transparent about her finances. So we're not the only people who said she's not. What's the word that I can use besides calling her a liar? Like she's not.
She fabricates a lot.
No. She
She's
just
a
doesn't.
dreamer. Oh, I don't know.
She lies. She lies a lot, people. Also, don't forget there was a rumor out there that she stole Miss E's Social Security checks.
That's low.
All right. So I'm explaining her financial background and her lawsuits and stuff like that to lead us up to what we are today. So the rumors are that Toni Braxton said that she's running low on funds and it's overwhelming. She said that her sisters depend on her to make all the money and it's draining her. She's upset about it. They don't have any money besides their husbands, right? And if they do bring anything, it's from the show. Not enough to sustain them where they can live a life like Tamar or even Toni Braxton. Mm-hmm. Y'all are draining her dry. Do you remember when Toni came out and said, I don't like my sisters? Y'all remember this? And I wouldn't even be their friends. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe this is it.
What would it look like for you if it were different? If you didn't have that responsibility and if they weren't leaning on you, what would your life look like? What would you be doing?
I would have soared higher.
You think so?
Absolutely. I feel like I'm angry at everybody in my family. I don't like my family. If they weren't my family, they wouldn't be my friends.
Damn.
She said if they weren't my family, they wouldn't be my friends. And she felt like she had to be financially responsible for these grown ass women. Also, the rumor is she's upset with Tamar for the PR stunt that she caused. It made you look so bad, Tamar. And poor Toni is getting the backlash of your sisters being broke all the time, being users, and you a liar. She's not speaking to anybody in the family. She said that her family is draining her, both emotionally and financially. You have Ladybug. Why don't you ask Ladybug for some money? Why you keep riding off of Toni's coattail? If this show does not go through, they don't make any money. Despite Tamar saying this is not good for my mental health, she's over there going crazy, making up stories to make more money. Y'all are draining your sister, and y'all have been making her responsible for you since she was 14 years old, she said. You grown-ass people can't take care of yourself. You use people for money. Listen, Sean might be a nice guy, kind of strange. I guess if you want to be called Ladybug, people say he acts different. You know, I don't want to disrespect Sean because he's very respectful, but he doesn't act like your normal guy. He just doesn't. Couldn't she be with him for the finances, Perry? Because she lying to the court about money. She's stealing money from mom.
It could be that too, right? And it could be like she just want to have a man around so she can feel like she's married. Because that's all she's talking. You know, like some people just want a person around. And it could be she's seen all the other sisters with men in their life. She tried it and it didn't work out for it. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I would say finances, yes. It's nice to have some stable income in the house, but maybe just to have a man around too.
I don't know what it is. She's proven to be a crook in the past. We hear the rumor she stole your mom's Social Security check, Towanda.
Damn.
Seniors live on a limited income. And not only that, that's a senior that you went through her portal. Mm-hmm. Did you go through her portal?
Porter, what's that? What's that? You mean vagina?
I mean, y'all are just doing the most, and y'all putting a lot of stress on Toni, and so she's had enough. According to the rumor, she's not talking to y'all. She says y'all are an embarrassment.
Damn.
It's sad that y'all done pushed her to this. You know, Toni deserves
It has to be a lot. Like,
it is a lot.
because everybody got their own individual life, even when you from a big family. But when they're toxic and always got you into some shit or need you, like it's hard to take care of your own family outside of whatever. Now you got to take care of your sisters and their families and make sure mama okay because the rest of them ain't doing the right thing. It's a lot of worry, especially when she has that whatever that
lupus.
Toni. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I
And
mean,
think about this, Perry. Since they're taking care of mom, she's a senior at this point. Why isn't the bill split 4 ways? Why it got to come out of Toni's money?
mm-hmm.
Even if Toni has the money, I'm giving my half because I came through the portal too. You gonna talk about people coming through the portal? Didn't your ass go through the portal? Don't you have a responsibility for helping Toni?
Yeah.
Nobody's helping Toni.
And she should. She's happily married. She got support. She got a man. She got Ladybug and stuff. So they should be able to, do equal amount that Toni do or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
I mean, it's just really bad. Listen, I got a lot of stuff to report on the Braxtons. I don't want to overdo it with you guys every day. But I have to get all this in before the show comes. So right now, as it stands, she's not speaking to any of her siblings. She feels used by them. She feels they're draining her dry, and they are. They are. Since the age of 18, you should have been bringing in your own money. But Towanda, you are stressing the hell out of Traci. So you want to talk about Traci all the time? Let's talk about Traci. Let's talk about the way you're treating her husband and her child. Scratchy. Would Scratchy say you're a nice person? Or would he call you a manipulator? Find out if Scratchy thinks you're a damn manipulator with no talent. You're trying to ride off of Toni and Tamar's talent. I got to ask y'all a question, okay? Perry, you gotta do a poll.
Yeah.
Tamar usually helps Toni. I think she made up all that shit to bring in more money. Do we forgive Tamar at some point, or do we hold her accountable? Because I have a tendency to, not make people hold accountability. Yeah, it's a question. Let me ask the chat. Should we ease up on Tamar, or what? Because what she did is horrible. It's really horrible.
I see no.
Oh, you've got something up there already. No, that's no, that's not it. Hold on. That's not it. I mean, do we give Tamar a pass? Hold on, let me. Here. I know y'all gonna cuss me out. But I want to hear, should we give Tamar a pass for being a bold-faced liar? Okay, let's see what y'all say. Because I don't know.
You know what though?
On Tamar.
Most of the time I would come out and simply say, oh, hell no. I don't know. I'm sort of like, maybe she got to be like, be penalized for a couple months or something, right? I mean, because you know what? I like Tamar. And then especially after talking about Towanda,
Well,
Shit.
Perry, we got to ride with our chat. 80% said hail to the nos. So F you, Tamar, with your broke ass. Try to get some money for your mother so Toni can stop stressing. What's wrong with y'all? Let this woman live. Stop talking to Towanda, Tamar. When are you going to get it? She's the one who told Iyanla that you were touched. She didn't invite you to her wedding. Sometimes because a person has a title family doesn't mean they don't hate your guts. Trina is next. I got to do a video on Trina tomorrow. Trina, you are pathetic.
Somebody wants you to put a poll up on they said bald-headed Towanda.
No, we did that yesterday. Nobody likes Towanda. No, we know we don't like her. We can't put it. We don't care if you have Sean talking for you. You might want to rethink that because Sean, you are just saying, I like you better than Towanda. I can't stand Towanda. But you say weird shit. And why do you want us to call you Ladybug? It's so weird. It's so weird. I got to hurry up. I got 5 minutes on my next story. So that's what the Braxtons. Let's move on really quickly to Porsha Williams and Simon. So Simon's not paying her $40K a month. You're not going to get that, okay? You're just not going to get it. She has permission to live in that house for 36 months. He's not going to pay a single dime of it. He doesn't, just like I had to tell Tamar, Simon can't stand you and he will rather roll over in a grave than to give you any money. He filed a motion so he wouldn't have to pay anymore because he said the part of the deal was if she was in that house because she was a stay-at-home mom, he would pay. But he has evidence that you're not a stay-at-home mom, that you made $1 million behind his back. He got Tamar. Not Tamar. What's her name? Porsha, you got to sell that house with all the liens on it. Don't plan on walking away with any cash because he's making it very difficult for you. And now if you just keep fighting this man who claims to be broke, it's just not going to work out well. Perry, what are your thoughts real quick on Porsha?
Now, Porsha, my girl, though, but she just got played. I mean, she went in there, tried to play him. And end up playing herself. Like at this point, you never wanted him, so it's not like you losing anything. You just open your legs up and just to get that mansion. But let's just keep it real. No, I mean, that's being active. And when he's saying a stay-at-home wife, he wanted one that he didn't care whether she cleaned or not. The house, he just wanted to make sure she wasn't at the club giving it up to nobody else.
Oh my God. We love Porsche over here.
Simon I don't feel sorry for neither one of them because Simon, he said he always keep a U-Haul on call.
You said that, Simon. You said that.
He always said that. But I mean, Porsha needs to go ahead. She make her own money. Be independent. Go and marry who you want. Stop laying on your back for cash.
And really quick before I leave, let's talk about Karen Huger, who was released yesterday. People are saying she's not going to be on the show. Didn't you see those Bravo cameras rolling? She's going to be on the show, not as much as you guys think she's going to be on the show, but she's going to be on the show, and she's a big part of the show because Monique got a lot going on this season. We're going to cover this season. Monique, you played yourself. I won't tell the storyline just yet, but you played yourself. You said that reality TVs was responsible for ruining your life. Now it's not that, okay? But anyway, so we wanted to let you guys know we will be covering Potomac and letting you know what goes on with Simon.
I think she got something going on though, Sherelle, because the way she walked out of the prison, her did.
Listen,
and all that stuff. Like they have been talking. You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, much rumors going around about Karen, Perry, that they're not going to spill it, I don't think. But Karen, two things can be true at one time. Karen, you live a secret life, but we still love you. We still love you.
Yeah.
You think they're going to talk about it?
I don't know if they will or not. Well, see, that's the whole thing. Why I don't think she would probably come. I don't know. I think she would come back. She got something planned. They plan on doing something with her. Maybe she got just stay off the bottle though, just a little bit.
See, I gotta go. I'm not Ladybug. I'm not gonna throw my girl over the bus. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. I'm gonna do what is kind of like a series talking about the Braxtons. Listen, they can't keep lying. And since you done pissed Toni off, all bets are off. I'm willing to tell it all, and I will. All right. So, Perry, you have anything to say to Ladybug before we're out?
Well, no, I don't know. I mean, because I'm still checking him out. I don't know if he's there for the cameras. You know what I'm saying? Because like one thing about being with a Braxton, they do get attention, even the backup singers like Towanda. But being around there, you know, at Thanksgiving and shit like that, just to have that name. Yeah, I ain't dating Toni though, but I got the one that was standing in the back. You know, I don't know. Maybe he's there for attention, and now they got this podcast thing going. Maybe he just there for attention. Somebody say he was a narcissist. I don't really know much about Sean. I really don't.
But he wants us to call us Ladybug. We will do that. Bye, Ladybug. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yep.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit. We out, Ladybug.
Out.